Hi and welcome to Beach Bumbling. So to recap, we are staying in ISLA, which is north of Puerto Vallarta, but today we're going to be in Rincon to Guayabitos. We're taking a whale watching tour over to CHACALA. Plus, it's a really cool beach town. We're going to hang out at a beach club, get some drinks, something to eat, and then we're going to go over and do some snorkeling over at ISLA. I'm going to see something in the weather that I do not like that freaked me right out. We'll drive by Crab Island, and we'll head back to Rincon to Guayabitos and back to the Airbnb for the rest of the day. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So everything starts with breakfast. Let's just start there. Let's go. Look, I know I said that everything starts with breakfast, but we're living up in a hill on a mountainside almost. So everything for us starts with driving down this hill or walking down this hill if we're going to take a cab. So that's what we did. It takes about 8 minutes to drive it, believe it or not. And then we're heading over to Rincon to Guayabitos. We're going to catch the boat right on the beach. Karen had a muffin left over, and the three of us were going to get some sandwiches or something on the way to the beach. We weren't leaving ourselves a lot of time. So now we'll start with breakfast.
Can we get one with just the ham and the cheese, not the...
Which one?
Oh, you're just in the best
just
part.
the, yeah, on
One
the
more?
one.
Yeah.
And then I think Garrett wants.
Oh yeah,
With all that.
it's going to be good and messy.
Yeah, let's try it all.
Okay, now he wants it all.
For God's sake, make up your mind.
Now that he sees it.
No,
Yeah, it looks delicious. How much are they?
This special 65. The ham and cheese 50 pesos.
Do you guys want jalapeno? I think those are ours, yeah. The order's pretty good. A little messy, but tasty. That was 65 pesos, and I don't know if you could eat the whole thing. That's breakfast for today. And our boat's just backing in now to take us to CHACALA. Do some snorkeling, whale watching, some other stuff. So let's tune into that. I think we paid, what did we pay, 800 pesos for two?
Yes, minus our deposit.
How much did we pay for this? So after a lot of deliberation here, we paid $5.50 a piece, pesos. So we'll convert that for you below. Finished that sandwich just in time to get on the boat. It was huge. But this is ISLA. This is south of Rincon to Guayabitos. We got an Airbnb up in the hills there. You can check that out in a different video. We're staying somewhere up there. You can see your spot actually from here. ISLA is just a small little town. There's about 600 people year-round that live there. Got some nice houses up in the hills, and there seem to be a lot more construction there right now, so who knows what it's going to look like in the future. We've got a couple of videos coming up from ISLA on our channel. Still heading south just past ISLA. There's just pretty much deserted beach you can check out. Praderas right there on the wall. Is that thing open or? There's two people in the corner enjoying the private beach pretty much. Shortly after that beach, we did an about face and made our way towards CHACALA through this foamy, sludgy mess. I'm not sure what it was actually. The boat was going at a nice pace, nothing too crazy. If you want to bring drinks and stuff with you, you can. They don't supply them on this tour. Pack a couple beers and a couple cocktails in a can. Pack some snacks if you want them. You're going to get a chance to eat when you get to CHACALA. I'll show you what that looked like later. Now it's time to test our luck at whale watching. We were told we were very lucky today. There was a mother there with her calf. Just a piece of advice if you're looking to film the whales, don't zoom in if you're using your phone or something, because it's very hard to catch them in your viewfinder when they do pop out of the water, and they'll look really jerky. See, I missed that guy. These were humpback whales that we were following. They're usually around this area between December and the end of March. All in all, a pretty good day of whale watching. And then on the way to CHACALA, they asked us if anybody wanted to do some fishing. So anybody that wanted to reel a fish in did. I think we got 7, and it was not even like 20 minutes. Next stop, the little beach town of CHACALA. So we've landed at CHACALA. I'm not really sure what we're going to do here. I didn't research the trip very well, but well, there's a restaurant back there. Karen's running to the washroom right now. And they're just getting off the boat. Karen's been holding that pee for about an hour and a half, I feel like. So I feel bad for her. But anyway, we'll let you know what's going on.
This is the first restaurant we came to at the boat dock. If you can pronounce it, good on you. I can't. I don't think they charged me to use the washroom here, but if they had, it would have been worth every peso. There are also a lot of places you can eat and drink right along the beach if you follow the walkway.
CHACALA is located about 100 kilometers north of Puerto Vallarta. The name CHACALA means where there are shrimp. It's a very relaxed town. You can get some really good deals on some nice properties here for renting for the week. The people are friendly. They refer to themselves as, and I hope I pronounce this right, as Chacalenos. And most of the money coming to this town comes through fishing or tourism. If you want to see more of the walk down to the beach, you can tune in the next video. There'll be an entire beach walk and a little bit more of this walk into the town. But for today's purpose, we'll cut this a little short here.
The sun is nice when you're in it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Especially when you get that freezing boat. Once you come out of the sunshade tunnel, you're pretty much at the beach. It's nice powdery sand. It's a nice beach. I think it counted 6 restaurants along the beach. You can pick and choose whichever one you want. General rule of thumb, the further you walk, the cheaper it is, right?
Yeah.
The sand's hot on the feet. Son of a bitch. I know why she's doing what she's doing. Christ. Sand is so hot, eh? On the feet. Heard the old people that have been here before. Alright, so that's probably the cheapest place. Looks like the nicest place, actually. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where do you want to go? Just to be clear, if you're going to get food and drink at any of the places or any of the stops in this tour, you're going to need to pay for it yourself. It's not part of the tour. Alright, you want to go back to where the 4 loungers are?
There's no umbrellas on them though, is there?
Yeah, I'd probably get them to put one in. Okay, then pick. What do you think? Let's go into La Breeze's Beach Club. We'll walk you through that. So we're coming into some copyrighted music here, so we'll chat over that. It's kind of a cool little place. Lots of tables, lots of places to sit. So if you're coming for the big group, I'm sure you'll be accommodated quite well there. You can see up here on the left, there's a TV. They did have some sports on there at one point when I walked through. And then the menu's posted right here. And you'll see what we had to eat here in a couple minutes. There is a hotel here too, so it's not huge, so there's not a lot of rooms, but if you want to stay here, you could do that. I'm not sure if the food would be included or not. You'd have to Google that yourself, but anyway, the views are spectacular from the restaurant for sure, and we'll walk out the front here and you can kind of see what the accommodations would look like. We really wish we had more time to spend here in Chacala. We didn't get to go through the town at all. And we definitely would have liked to do that. So if we ever go back, we'll explore that a little bit more. And in case you're coming from the street, it's going to look like this. Alright, so they do have washrooms here. If you're coming in from the front, they'll be to your right. Actually, sorry, to your left. And then the women's are on the left. The dudes are on the right. Hombres. You gotta be shitting me. What a small world here. We ran into these guys. They go by Weeks of Adventure on Instagram. And we saw them at the Puerto Vallarta on the beach, talked to them for a bit, and then we ran into them here randomly in Chacala. And that was months ago. So we got some shrimp tacos, or I did anyway. Karen might have one, I'm not sure, but anyway. Pretty good. Sauce is hot. We ended up getting 2 margaritas, a Caesar, 2 Pacifico beers, 3 shrimp tacos, a nacho, a burger and fries, and that came to 764 pesos. And that exchanged at the time we posted this video. We mainly just hung out here, had a couple drinks. I did the beach walk, which you'll see in the next video. We walked in to see the Chacala sign and just took our time going back to the boat. That killed the 2 hours we had here on the beach. Just a couple tips here. If you want to do this a lot cheaper, bring your own beer with you. Bring a couple towels to sit on the beach. Bring something to eat. That would be a really cheap afternoon. Food here was decent, but you were paying a good price for it. If you're into a real party atmosphere, I'm not sure this is somewhere you'd want to go. Plus, it is kind of a little bit out of the way. But if you want to try a different beach that's a little bit more dialed back, this is probably a good one to check out. Just know that all the restaurants and stuff close down around 6 o'clock. So if you're looking for the town sign for Chacala, it's pretty much when you walk onto the beach from the walk path from the dock. It's to your left. If you want to head out the town, just head out that way. This really is a sleepy little beach town / fishing town. We're glad we stopped here for the day. Would like to go into town and see what the food prices and things were like versus what was on the beach club, but maybe next time. Now it's time to walk back to the boat. You can see there's lots of beautiful plants along the way on this Malecón. And now we'll be heading over to Isla de Corral to do some snorkeling. That's the island that you see right across from Rincon to Guayabitos Beach. So bye-bye Chacala for now. We were fortunate today. We had a really good group of people with us. A lot of Canadians. That's John there. He's one of our subscribers. Took us about 45 minutes to get from Chacala to Isla de Corral by boat. And if you're looking for the sign for this place, you can't miss it. I had to buy a kid's snorkel. I move it around so much here because I saw something I did not like.
It's the first eel I've ever seen. Freaking creepy. I don't like snakes. I don't like eels.
I hate snakes, Chuck!
We were here for about an hour and a half at Isla de Corral. We spent most of that time snorkeling and swimming and hanging out on the beach. If you're going to go here, I would recommend you wear some type of shoes. I went barefoot and paid for it. Ouch. Son of a bitch. If you're hungry or need to use the washroom or you want to rent a table and sit there for the day, you can do that by going up those green stairs. We don't know what they have there. We didn't actually look, but it was time to get back on the boat. We got one more small stop to make, and that would be at Crab Island. You're not going to get off the boat here at Crab Island. It's not a whole lot to see, just a whole bunch of crabs, hence the name. But there had to be thousands of them there sunning on the rocks and crawling around. No trip to Crab Island would be complete without a bad joke about crabs, right?
I think you need green for it, and the players will jump up after a while.
That's just everything who got crabs that don't mean the Dungeness.
That's pretty much going to wrap up the boat tour. We got about a 10-15 minute boat ride back across the water here to Rincon and Guayabitos, back to where we started. If you're going to take this trip, a couple of things you might want to consider bringing is sunscreen, towels, snorkel gear if you want to go snorkeling, save you renting it. Sandals and shoes when you're on Isla de Corral. You're probably going to want something on your feet. And you might want to bring yourself a small cooler with a couple beers or waters, whatever. This was a pretty cool day out and about. Boat ride was good, the whales were great. CHACALA was a neat little town I'd like to go back to someday. Isla de Corral, the snorkeling was okay. It wasn't the best I've ever had. Definitely wasn't the worst I've ever seen. Could live without the eel. But overall, we really enjoyed this day. And if you enjoyed this video, do us a favor and give it a like below. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment if you'd like. And tune in next week. Until next time, cheers. We really risk. Oh my god. We really risk. Free Willy. Really. We really wish we had more. Oh my god. We really wish we had more time. Oh my god, I cannot not. We wish we had more time to spend here.